What's up, y'all? It's Real Talk with B. Back at it again. You know how we do. We just gonna dive right on in. So we got some real conversation going on today. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it. So, I got a question for you guys. When is it okay to fart in front of a lover? Wait 3 months, 6 months, a year, wait till marriage. Which one is it? All right. Now y'all simmer on that while I go into my topic. In the comments, let me know what y'all think, all right? So, and then the other part to this is why I feel like it's a risk to date right now in 2021, especially during this COVID thing. Nowadays it's a risk because not only do you risk sexually transmitted disease when you're just out here trying to date around, you also risk getting COVID. And this is why I say around the COVID era. Let's say you go on a date 1 week, it don't work. You go on a date 2 weeks after that, it don't work. You go on a date a month from that time, it don't work. You done put yourself in a predicament 3 times to catch COVID. Or one of them, y'all might have been cool at first for that first day, and then y'all had sex, and then you decided it don't work out. Boom, one body. Okay? Then, second one, probably might not have worked out, whatever the case may be, but you still exposed yourself to COVID. Okay, cool. Some people will risk it just so they can have somebody, not me. I'll get back to that in a minute. That's being dependent on people. I'll get back to that. The third one, you wait a month ago because the other two didn't pan out right. Okay? Let's say that third one you do hit it off. You guys have sex, sleep together. Y'all feel like it's cool. That's another body. Okay? Also, risk for COVID. There's a risk for COVID everywhere, so I'm not saying that. People got to pick and choose. But I'm giving you my reasons for not dating. Because I get asked, why are you single? Why are you single? Why are you single? These are part of the reasons why I'm single, and I'm telling y'all. So pay attention. So now you got 2 bodies in a span of, let's see, 2 weeks. Let's give it a month and a half. You got 2 bodies. Now, for somebody like me, and then I'm talking to you, and have you been seeing anyone? You know, people ask that. Yes, but yeah, I've seen someone. Now, they might not divulge that, but I'm the type of person that'll say, okay, so how many people you been with, lately, whatever. You're going to say 2, and I'm going to say time span. I want to know because, first of all, with me, I'm too old to have a sexually transmitted disease. I got to know your sex history. I got to know just the recent. Everybody has a past, so I'm not really digging on your past like that. But I want to know what you're doing up until this right here. So you tell me 2. Well, have you been tested yet? No, I feel like I'm fine. No, we're not going to do that. So I'm going to need, before we sit down, I'm going to need a COVID test. They free, so it shouldn't be no excuses. And a STD check. I need to see the paperwork or email, whatever it is, because they do email now. Let me see that, and then let's get it on. I know it's uncomfortable to talk about. I know it's something you don't want to throw out there right away, but you have to. That's responsible. See, you got a lot of, I used to be ignorant too. Didn't think about none of that stuff. I wasn't worried about none of that. I was just worried about getting it in. No. First of all, I'm worried about COVID anyway. It'd be different if it was just me, but I got children and other people got children. So yeah, we need to see if this COVID thing, there's nothing wrong with that. If there's something is wrong with that, you're doing a COVID test, which you should be doing anyway, then that's a red flag for me anyway. Then if you feel like I'm not getting no test to see if I got diseases, because why not? You should want to do that too anyway. Those are things that you should do. It might sound crazy, even when I'm not messing with anybody, which is most of the time, damn near all the time. So I'll get into that in a minute too, which is, you got to do for yourself. Anyway, Um, yeah. um, those are just some things that I would have to say, hey, let's get this done. I'll do it, you do it, then we both know we're good, and then boom. And I think that's really responsible. I think that's really good. If you're not willing to do that, then whatever. I don't want to linger on that subject too long, but that's the way it is. So then you got people that they're dependent on having someone else, whether it be for sex, companionship, whatever the case may be. Me, I'm not dependent on other people because I do for myself. I'll please myself. Tupac said it. If more dudes jacked off, it'd be less niggas killing each other. Excuse me for saying the N-word. I'm trying to get my vocabulary back regular. But, you know, he said it'd be less people doing this crazy stuff. You feel me? Not everybody wants to have this conversation, but I'm an open book. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather do that than have to be dependent on having someone and dealing with a bunch of issues or problems because I want some body heat next to me. No. That's not gonna work. But some people do that. Not me. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be around you just for sex. I'm not gonna act like this is something it ain't. And I'm just gonna always be real to myself, and I'm gonna be true to myself. I don't need to have somebody up under me. I don't. And I don't need, a female, you know what I'm saying, for whatever. But you got, I'll speak on the man part and female part, but you got some women who just love dick. And, ain't nothing wrong with that, whatever the case may be. But then my problem with that is, you for the women who just keep adding bodies. You see what I'm saying? Because any man that you want to potentially marry one day, this conversation's gonna come up. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna sit there and go through your list, and it's gonna be a lot of people. And if it bothers you to talk about it, imagine how it feels to the next man who might be interested in you until they hear that. So sometimes I feel like you gotta, don't hop on everything that you get around, especially if you're looking for somebody at some point to want something long term with. Now, once again, these are my opinions, so don't try to crucify me on here. You got some people that justify sex hopping by saying I'm in a relationship, but you've been in 4 relationships in 2 months. So you just, is that makes you feel better? One relationship don't work, or one situationship don't work, because it's a lot of those now in 2021. It don't work. So then you just go right on to the next one? No, that's disgusting. That's nasty. And why would you even want to do something like that, especially with this COVID thing going on? See, I talk about COVID a lot because it's serious. So some people might get tired of hearing about the COVID, but at the end of the day, it's something that can kill you. Even if it can only make you sick, I wouldn't want to deal with it. But that's just me. I can't say nothing for everybody else. But I think people need to be mindful who they lay in bed with and how often they lay in bed with people, especially multiple people. And I was about to say my age, and I'm 36. So at this age and this point in my life, in your hometown, especially my hometown, you come into my homtown, as soon as you touch base in it, you drive 15 minutes, you're out of there. So it's small. You're gonna know something or heard something about somebody. So you're gonna know if there's a chance that is just not happening. So some people will put themselves in a situationship or relationship knowing dang well it's fatal to you. And I don't mean that, literally. I'm just saying, it's red flags, and you see them, and you just be like, your blinders are on, because you don't want to be by yourself. You want affection, you want companionship, and you want dick, or you want clit for the fella. You got to be mindful now. Like I said, especially if you got children, you can't just be out here bed hopping and thinking it's okay, because you put yourself at risk for STDs and COVID. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying everybody got STDs, but you are putting yourself at risk for COVID because you don't know these people. You know what I'm saying? those are just some of the things I have. You know, you get people to blame it on emotion and stuff like that. And I want companionship, or I just want to be heard. You know, stuff like that. Like, no, you want sex. Like, if that's what you're gonna label as that. But get involved with someone who's thinking of it long term as you are, and find somebody compatible. Don't just go for the first person that's there to give it to you. And that's what I'm really trying to say. Don't go for the first person available that you can get it from, and then you create these situationships which don't make it no better. So, you know, and I disagree with those anyway. If you have kids like me, I got girls. I don't like that situation stuff. Not at this age, because it tells my daughters like it's okay for men to have different women, or my boys, it's okay to do this to women or things like that. So I'm very mindful now of things like that. That's why I just been staying solo dolo, and the only people that I have around me are my children's mothers. So, you know, it's a catch-22 with it. And then you got some women who like to do things like they'll be messing with one guy, and then they'll get mad at him. They won't talk for a week, whatever the case may be. They'll go mess with somebody else, and then that female will be like, oh, this is just not work. This is not what I want. I want to go back to this person. But you forgetting that this other dude just came inside you pretty much, and then you want this other guy to go dive in it? Like, no, because, you know, semen stays inside of women for 7 to 10 days, and scientists are starting to say, like, you know, there's reports that it's even longer than that now. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine that. I don't think women think of that too. And then that's where the smells come from, the odors come from. I'd be scared of stuff like that. I've spoke on this on some of the lives I was on. I think it was my mother's live, Kick It with Lynn, to be honest with you. But those are some of the things that I'd be like, man, come on, bro. Your pH bounds get thrown off. And I know some of y'all be like, well, we wore a condom, blah, blah, blah. Them ain't even 100%. Semen seeps through those. There's women that get pregnant off of that. Then you got situations where it's like, some of these guys are dogs. I told you I was going to get on the guys. Some of these guys are dogs. They poke a hole in it before they even put it on. I know them type of cats. Or they'll act like they put it on, or put it on and slide it off before they get it in there. I'm guilty of that in my past, y'all. But, and you know, it's just different things. And then you will know if they ain't got one on. But you will just play like you don't, because you want it. And that's kind of the shameful part of it, is like right now you can't afford to put yourself in those compromising positions, not only because of STDs, but because of COVID. You see what I'm saying? That's literally fluid going into another person, and fluid being brought onto someone. So COVID, you know what I'm saying? I just, you know, and then the chances of the diseases, right? So, you know, those are some of the things that I have a problem with, which is why I'm not dating. I'm not speaking for all women, but the women that I know, like around my area, the ones that I do know, that they're pretty much, I'm gonna say, if I had to go out of 10, let me say out of 20, I'm gonna say out of 20, 16 are probably ain't shit. Yeah, I'm gonna say 16. And the ones that are shit are the ones who've been with the same person since school. See, that's where you gotta kind of get it to where you don't have to share no women. My thing is this: I don't want a woman that I had to share. See what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna marry a woman who I feel like I had to share. So my thing now is, it's potentially better to possibly go out of your town to date, or to be with someone. Now, their record in their town, whatever it is in their town, everybody has this situation in their towns, community, city, whatever you want to call it. Everybody has these situations. So, you know, dating is rough, man. I'd rather choose just to chill, raise my kids right now, and then when they get grown, then I worry about all that. You know what I'm saying? If it is what it is, or, you know, if God send me somebody, whatever the case may be, cool. But I'm not out here looking for none of that, because I'm not looking or scoping for STDs or COVID. And I really don't feel like that. If y'all don't take nothing else out this video, y'all can disagree with me on everything on this video if you want to. But one thing I feel like you shouldn't disagree with, and I'm going to be very honest and blunt with it, is have the person COVID tested. Both of you guys should do that. And STD checkup before you guys even sit down and meet. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it is so responsible, and it's something that right now I don't allow my children to date, the children in my household to date or do anything like that. So, right now I'm not worried about it, but I do, encourage my kids and talk to my kids about things, for, high school and college and things like that, and, what I expect from them. So hopefully they keep continuing to listen, and hopefully they can kind of go by the stories I tell them about how I was, their mothers and things like that, and be like, you know what, Dad, you're right, I'm gonna hold off. So that's what I be hoping for my kids, because it's a dangerous game out here right now. It's men and women out here sleeping with multiple sex partners and thinking it's okay. I know you say it's a player thing to do, it's a pimp thing to do, it's a whatever thing to do. No, it's a possibly take your life kind of thing to do right now. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people that feel like, you judge them for that. No, it's not being judged. It's just, it's okay for us to have an opinion on it, because, people out here getting hurt for stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I know me, if I'm 36 and I know I'm doing everything possible to not catch something or get something and take care of myself, and then you come around and give me what I've been trying to fight off, I'm going to have a problem with you, period, point blank. I don't care if you get mad at me for saying what I'm going to say. Y'all need to take care of yourselves, men and women. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to say this, and this might cause a lot of, I hope it don't cause no backlash on me, but I also feel like, women can be worn out and men can't. Now, that doesn't mean that, I know some women are like, well, he still got a dirty dick, or, well, he's still a nasty nigga, whatever the case may be. True, but something that is a fact, and women can be, worn out and men can't. Our shit stays the same, period. Unless you get older and motherfuckers. I hope mine don't do that. But anyway, but seriously, so women, and there's a lot of women, I've talked to women before who agree with me and was like, that's why they treat their body like a temple and they don't sleep around like that. It's some strong women out here who are not bed hopping. So I feel like the only people that's going to complain about what I just said is the females that get around. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, the women who holding it down and be in committed relationships and things like that, they're not gonna have a problem with what I said. You know what I'm saying? They're not out here running the town. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing, man. And so women really have to be more mindful than men, especially when you guys are you got to think of it like this. At some point, you are gonna want to settle down. So you want to keep all your body intact, and you want to keep everything, sexually good about you. And a lot of people don't think of that. You know what I'm saying? And men, let's not get it twisted, because y'all can catch shit that you can't get rid of. And don't no woman want no man that has that problem either. You know what I'm saying? And if a woman does what I just said, which is STD check and the COVID test, then it is trouble, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to be like, nah, I'm cool, I'm cool. And you're going to brush them off. And that saves her, so it don't even matter. And vice versa. I'm not saying, I'm not on no sides. I'm neutral with everything in life, first of all. But that's just one of the things that I believe in. So I haven't went in depth like this on why I'm single or why I'm not dating. I honestly thought this would be a good informational video, a good conversation, a good topic to have. When I go live, y'all can come in here and talk to me about it, and we can get at it if y'all want to. No, I'm just saying. But we can. This is a conversation that's worth having. You know, like, and I'm giving it to you from a male perspective. So it's not like I'm being biased or anything. Some men might get mad because I'm trying to kind of, you know, put stuff out there, but who gives a shit? Whatever, man. This is common sense stuff that people should be thinking anyway. But and especially if your parents, like I said, you got to be mindful of who you bring around your kids, what you bring around your kids, you know, because you're not just dating the person, man, and they not just dating you. You know what I'm saying? The kids are involved in it. You know what I'm saying? People have to think of that stuff before they start talking to somebody. A lot of people think, they forget they got kids. Like, oh man, wait a minute, this dude ain't no daddy figure, no daddy type. Not saying you want them to be dad, but they are gonna play a male role or a woman role in the life if y'all gonna be in a relationship. That's why I don't agree with people bringing people around kids until like after months, maybe even longer. You know what I'm saying? After some time. Some people will say, no, bring them around the kids right off the back, see how it goes, whatever the case may be. That's another catch-22 thing, gray area. I don't know. I don't think so. I think, you know, but that goes back to say that we old enough to know who we think is able to be in a position to be in a committed relationship or bring positive influence on me and my children, or you and your children. And that's how I think people got to look at it. People got to start being more responsible about the decisions they make when it comes to the dating process. So yeah, man, dating is, and people don't like to talk about it much, but dating is a dangerous thing if you're not doing it right and you're not being respectful of the people in it. And yeah, that's just kind of what I want to go at. Now, don't act like I forgot about my first topic. I didn't want the video to be this long, but, you know, we got into some stuff today. But like I said, back to the fun question, when is it okay to fart in front of a lover? I don't know. Some women, I'll say the women are more likely to be uncomfortable with doing that because they might feel like it's a turn off or it's not sexy or something like that. Okay. But I've heard that some women, you know, while their man is in the shower, that you just go in there while they're in there and it's steamed up and drop your deuce. And then that'll tell you what you need to know. I don't know nothing about that, but if it's only been like, you know, some weeks or something, don't come drop no deuce while I'm in the shower, ladies. That's but anyway, that's just something fun I threw out there, you know, whatever. Y'all can hit me up about any of this in the comments. I hope y'all do, because I'd love to hear y'all's opinion on it. Especially the one, I really want to hear what y'all think about the whole, before you meet a person, COVID test and an STD paperwork check. You know what I'm saying? Please tell me what y'all think about that, because I feel like myself that's like a dope ass idea. And I think it'll keep everybody safe all the way around the board. You know what I'm saying? Also notice some red flags. Pick out them flags. Know who you're dealing with. Know who you're getting with. Think on if they're going to be an asset to the whole family, not just you. Not just for your sexual preference and fun and your dating needs, because at some point the kids are involved, and you have to think of that, people. You have to think of that. And if you don't, failure, man. But anyway, I appreciate y'all for tuning in with your boy. I hope I don't get too much backlash about this. I feel like I won't, because I feel like, you know, the mature adults, they're going to agree with me on most of this. The only thing that might not be good, but I don't know. We'll see, man. Just holla at your boy. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in. Peace out. I'm gone. Salute. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Talk to you later. See ya.